and gentlemen,
the music maker.
Broadcasting from the centre of Slough. This is Asian Star 101.6 FM.
This is a journey.
What we're gonna do right here is go back.
Online around the world. AsianStar1016.co.uk. Streaming live.
Yo, this is Imran Khan.
Yo, what's up, people? Mum's a stranger in the place.
Hey, what's happening, people? This is AG Dollar, and right now you'll be musically entertained with Deepa on a Drive Time show.
Hey, what's up? This is Punjabi by Nature, and you're being entertained by Deepa on the Drive Time show, only on Asian Star Radio.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy DJ Vix, vixing it up on the Drive Time show with Deepa on the Asian Star 101.6 FM. Keep it locked.
Drive Time on Asian Star 101.6 FM.
Hey, yo, what's up? This is Hardcore, and you're listening to the Drive Time show with my girl Deepa. Keep it locked, yeah?
How did you come about with details?
Kind of my company and my team, UK team, approaches them. My publicist Rupinder Verdi, she spoke to D12 because she also looks after Bazaar in UK. And she does the PR for D12, so she was like, you need to work with this girl and stuff. And they checked me out on the net, got all my research, but it was like, it ain't even about the money. It's about the tune. Send me your tune. If we like it, we'll feature on it. When I sent the song, I got the call straight away, like, yo, come to Detroit, come and let's record this. Yeah. So I flew, me and Rupina, we all went to Detroit.
You went to Detroit?
Oh, yeah. And recorded with them and came back. And now I recently shot the video while I was shooting in July, while they were down in UK doing a couple of performances. So the video is actually going to start on your Asian TV screens from today. So.
We've actually seen the video, and we were talking about the video, weren't we, Mark?
Yeah, we were watching it last night.
Yeah,
it was hit all over the internet last night, wasn't it?
There was exclusive.
There was an exclusive, and it was all over Facebook.
And here I am, exclusively, straight away.
Now, what's the love been like? Because you've been in Bombay now for 2.5 years. What's the love been like there? Obviously, they love you. That's why you've been there for such a long time.
Yeah, but it's a different feeling. I feel that in UK, in the music scene, it's very male dominated. No matter how many years I've struggled for or fought for and proved it in UK, and people got my respect. But the thing is, I can't keep fighting. I gotta concentrate on my career and making tracks rather than worry about who's talking about what. What happens is when you go to India, there's no difference between you're a man or a woman. Everybody is treated with respect if you got talent.
But why do you think there's a difference here in the UK and there's not a big difference back in India though?
I don't know. It's like there's so ahead. Like here, if I wanted to dance, people used to give me looks like, why would you dance? And over there, they're like, as soon as your kid can dance, they're like, right, it's got boogie woogie bhejo.
Wow.
So it's so much opportunities over there, and that's why I feel that a lot of the kids here go to the wrong path in life, because if they had things to do and keep them busy, then and parents actually pushing their children saying go ahead and do it. Music is an art form. It's not easy. It's not a joke. I can be a doctor, but a doctor can't be a rapper. Nah. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it is a hard thing to do. But if your kids are born, if somebody's born with that talent, I see that we should push them as a community, as an Asian society. We should push them because we have to let our kids take over the world.
Of course,
you know what I mean? India already does, and Indians already have. But let's do it in fashion and food and music as well. As well as films. I mean, Slumdog Millionaire changed so much for us.
Yeah. Worldwide as well.
And I don't care what anyone says, like, they're trying to show the slums and things like that. At the end of the day, be thankful because of that. They now know the difference between a Gujarati and a Punjabi and a curry from the south and a curry from the north, and which god is for which religion. You know what I mean? They need to understand our culture. There's so much variety. And in India itself, there's so many different states and so many different languages, so massive. So I'm proud of who I am. And it's so funny how God takes me from India to bring me to London to Birmingham, and then Birmingham to Bombay. It's crazy, but I'm thankful for all the good and the bad things that have happened to me, because everything happens for a reason. And my mom always said that make sure whatever you do it properly.
Exactly.
And don't go about it doing the wrong things. Like, I know what happens in Bollywood. I'm dead, and we all know what girls get up to. But I never went there. I said, if you want me for my talent. One thing I'm happy about is, like, if you think of Bappi Lahiri, you think disco. So now when they think hip hop, they think me.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. So you must get loads of people calling up all the time. I want you to do a track with me. Does that happen to you now? Quite a lot.
I mean, the season in the last 2 years has become so, the music has changed. Example of Love Aajkal, Jab Prem Ki Jab Kahani, Sing is King is so changing, and now you can actually mix it properly. But what they do is they do use a lot of UK flavour. So I went in there and I thought, listen, what's the most famous thing about India? Bollywood. Now, if you want to educate the country about hip hop, you put hip hop in a Bollywood song, and people who didn't even know how to speak English, like they didn't understand what rap was. Now they sing along to the songs. So slowly they're getting educated. So I'm spoon feeding them slowly. And yeah, you know, rest of the world is so updated with that. So in India, I feel there's actually more hip hop heads, and there's more people who, you see every single show on Indian televisions, they have to have a hip hop song or a hip hop performance or something. So it's all, everything is welcome over there. Where I feel here that, you know, we're still a bit like holding back and things like, I mean, you work on the radio, right? That's a cool job. And it's as important as somebody working as a nurse. Do you understand what I'm saying? But people need to start thinking that in their brain. And it's an art form. It's not easy talking on the radio, man. Come on, you know?
So going back to your childhood, because you've got loads of energy in you and you're quite passionate about what you do as well. When you were really, really young, did you think, well, I mean, when you were young, did you know when you're older you want to do music and you want to be involved in music as well?
Well, the first question about me being passionate, I've seen, like, I can't get lost in Bollywood. I have to remember who I am, and I've stayed the same. I haven't changed. So, you know, a lot of people say to me that you shouldn't talk so much and you shouldn't be so happy. At the end of the day, I ain't going to change. So that's why I stay like this. If you're going to be all surly all the time, you're going to be bored sitting in your vanity, and all these actresses, you know what I mean? They don't even move properly, and they don't talk to people properly, and that's a boring life. Yeah. And then talking about my childhood, it's like, my father was, you know, taken away from me. My father died when I was 5 years old. Now, I can either look at that in a negative way and be bitter about what happened, or I can just turn the negative into positive. So, you know, I'm just lucky that I've got such a great mother, and she's always taught me work hard. And I've proven that I've worked hard. I've proved that to all the Asian people now. So there's nothing more to do. And the main thing is that, you know, when your aunties who used to say to your mom that, you're giving her too much freedom. Now they come to my house, ye ta saadi beti hai, and they show off so much. So that's the best thing, that when your mom feels proud, that ye pehle bolti thi, and now she's come to you know, be nice to me. So that's the best feeling.
So how young were you? At what age were you when you wanted to do music and become a singer, become a rapper?
I always wanted to dance. You know, I love dancing, but it's just because I came off, you know, we had a lot of tragedy early on in my life. So it's a good thing that I learned from that. I'm thankful for all the bad things that happened, because look what you made me.
Of course,
you know?
of course, yeah.
And I've become wise, and I'm glad. Otherwise, I'd be so thick right now, because you know, I was so sweet, little do gutta, 2 flats girl that came from India. But then I'm thankful to UK for changing me, because I respect my roots. I love all that. All that comes from the Indian side of me. Then the UK taught me how to stand up for myself, how to say no, you know, how to be strong. So both of that matter.
How to fight for your rights.
Yeah.
Be a hardcore.
Definitely. and those people who think that people from India are stupid, I've already proven it.
I think that they are a little bit... I mean, you've said this before.
I used to get called a freshie at school. I used to get bullied because I couldn't speak English properly.
Really?
So that's why I chose hip-hop. I thought I want to do something that's going to just shut everyone's mouth, which is do something different. Oh my God, hip-hop. Oh my God, Indian girls never been a hip-hop rap. All right, I'll do this. So 50% of the community was like, respect.
So what did you do at school or college? What did you study there?
I studied fashion, and I've done fine art and design. I love anything to do with creativity.
Wow, okay.
Otherwise I get bored. Like, I didn't even go to my French lessons, half of those maths lessons. Peel mein to bhaj kara lo, dance kara lo, you know, comedy kara lo, jo bhi kara lo, but you're dying. Are you okay? I'm not that funny.
Okay, so when you were young, you knew you wanted to be a singer. Looking back now, you've come from here to here to here. You're constantly growing. You're constantly moving around. What's been the highlight of your career so far?
Jhalak.
Brilliant. Oh, I know.
Because nobody thought I could dance.
Yeah.
And when they saw me on TV, they understood that, you know, what she's like. So Jhalak is where I got to do something where, you know, like they gave me a platform and I thought I'm going to use this platform properly.
Yeah.
Again, educate these people and make actresses' life hard. Because if I dance really well, then they'll have to top that.
Of course.
So then everybody has to work harder. Because I've seen 2 award ceremonies. I go to all these award ceremonies and they're hardly moving like Hai Pasina Na Jaye. Oh my God, I don't my hair together.
Yeah.
That's not how you perform. So I'm just trying to make everybody's life harder because there's so much talent in India. And those people need to get a chance. And I wish we had more shows like that in England.
Yeah,
kids,
we
know?
do. No, we don't actually. No, we don't. We have things like Britain's Got Talent and X Factor, but
Strictly Come Dancing.
I think more for the Asian community. I mean, every community has their own thing. I think we can have stuff like that, programs which are made in UK about talent, pushing that talent, and then whoever wins get to go to Bollywood to do something, you know, for real. Like,
you should do something like that hardcore.
I know, I can't do
everything. Something like that.
There's so many things. I need to be the Prime Minister of India. I need to clean up those potholes and stop people spitting on the, you know.
Aww.
So yeah, those are the negative sides of living over there, but it's all fun.
Okay, well, we're talking to Hardcore today about her fame and also about her forthcoming project.
Asian Star 101.6 FM. This is Deepa on Asian Star 101.6 FM.
And with me now, it is Hardcore. Hardcore.
Yes, in the house. That's what they do in UK, right?
Okay, it's Hardcore in the house. Okay, it is, of course, Asian Star Radio 101.6 FM. We're going to go over the phone lines. I do believe some young girl will say hello to you. Hello, who's on the phone?
Hello, it's Jazz.
Hello, Jazz. How are you doing this afternoon?
Yeah, I'm good. And yourself?
I'm doing very, very good. Now, I do believe that you want to have a quick chat with Hardcore, is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, Hardcore, it's all yours.
Hello, Jazz.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. I just want to say hi and keep up the good work, really, with what you're doing in the market, and it's fantastic.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that, and it makes my day. And it's for people like her that it's for people like the, you know, Jazz, like that's when I feel like, okay, I'm going in the right direction, and it kind of makes you do what you're doing better. Yeah.
And so. Jazz, sorry, how old are you?
26.
She's 26.
Well, and you know what? I'm respecting that because I usually get calls from like normally little kids and stuff. So I'm appreciating that from a sister to sister. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jazz, for your call. Have a lovely day as well. It's Asian Star Radio Drive Time Show. With me in the studio, it's Hardcore.
Hey!
It's 25 minutes past 6. Now, Hardcore, we've just been talking about your past. Let's talk to you about Bollywood. How did you get connected with Bollywood?
Well, I went to do a few shows in 2007. I got approached by Shankar Sanloy to say, you know, we really like what you're doing. We'd like to do a track with you. At the same time, we had the director for Johnny Gaddar. And he was like, oh, I really think you're so cool. Can you do a song for my film? I was like, dude, first song with Shankar Sanloy. Yeah. That's like lottery, lottery laggi meri. Yeah. So I was really, you know, really pleased with that. And then, you know, one after the other, everybody came. We done a track with Preetham, then Vishal Shekhar, Salim Suleiman, Anu Malik. So I'm thankful to Shankar Sanloy definitely for taking that risk, you know, and working with me. And it was just amazing. And everyone's always been lovely to me. I think, especially the girls, when they feel like, you know, she's doing something that really, like, they love that bindas, don't care attitude over there.
And that's what Jazz was saying to us as well on the phone, that, you know, she thinks that you're doing very well for yourself. In fact, I had a talk with Jazz, and Jazz was saying that she thinks it's very good that how in India there's loads of talent shows, but here there's not many, not for Asians, but there's loads in India. And the good thing about Indian talent shows, me and my family, we are addicted to these talent shows. And you have children from the age of 3 singing up to the age of our parents' age. And they've got so much passion and so much charm. And they're not doing it because they want to be on TV, they're doing it because of the love for the music as well. And talking of love for passion and dancing and music and Bollywood, we're talking back. You did a reality TV show in India, and it's one of my favourite ones. It was called...
Jhalak
Dikla Ja. I didn't know you could dance.
Really?
At all.
Nobody knew I could dance.
Until I did a bit of a search last night. And in fact, if you're sitting at home, do a bit of a search on YouTube. Type in hardcore Angela Kadikalaja. You can see her dancing. Tell us a bit about that. How did they get in contact with you? Were you nervous? What did you think about the whole experience?
I think after the tracks went big, my songs came like one after the other in 2008. So it was a really good year for me, Bollywood track-wise. And then I started getting approached from loads of TV channels for doing different reality shows. But it was also a lot of crap stuff as well. So I was like, nah, I'm not doing it. So, it's quality. It has to be quality work. Whatever I do, I'm trying to, I always say, do whatever you do it properly. Otherwise, don't bother because you look like an idiot on TV.
Sure.
Second thing, I sit at home and laugh at people. So do we. So we all sit at home and go, look at what she's doing. And then you go on TV and do the same thing. Then you're a hypocrite.
Yeah.
So I thought, I'm going to do this properly and show people, what I can actually do. And it's kind of more like my mom's dream, like dance dikhana. You have another talent, show the world. But it had to be the right platform.
Yeah.
It was, it was on Sony, it was on TV, the whole world was watching. That's when I thought I can take this opportunity to do something really good. And I got to learn salsa and paso doble and merengue and so many things and circus and people didn't know that I didn't know I could do those lifts. But when Savio, my choreographer, realized that I can, every week he just made it harder and harder. And I love challenges, otherwise I'll get bored and I'll die,
Yeah, I was actually watching them last night and you did so many dances in Jalak Dikhalaja. My favourite one, was it a salsa? You wearing red and black?
The paso doble.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's a form of
you look
Latin.
very like that.
Yeah.
And I can't even explain what I'm doing now. But
it's a bull dance.
Stroke a pose.
Yeah,
it was stunning. That was brilliant. And the way he was literally throwing you around, and I thought, oh my goodness, if he let it go, she's gonna hit the floor. She's gonna.
I had my injuries. I had my injuries, but I didn't know I could do it. And I'm the type of person who always loves to try something new. When he realized she doesn't say no to anything, he full on he got to get really creative. So we were taking lifts from the biggest championships which you get for Latin dancing and ballroom dancing. So that's what I wanted to achieve, and a lot of people learned from that. And look at the standard now of dancing. It's gone higher and higher. But I can't just get up and do any reality show. I've been called for so many which are just nothing to do with dancing or singing and comedy. They're just like reality shows about fighting and crap, and I can't be involved in that. I'm not that desperate yet. Roti ta gurdware bhi milti hai. So I'm not that desperate yet. I need to do quality work. That's the main thing. And I talk so much about how real and all this crap, and then I go and do the same thing on TV. It's a bit silly, isn't it? So don't give in to the temptation.
Drive Time on Asian Star 101.6 FM.